Wow, hello world. Oh my goodness. This is morning for me, right? In Cameroon, Tuesday. So, good morning, good day. Wow, wow, wow. I'm already on number 34. Oh, episode 34 of TherapistMAG segments, and I am like excited. I'm doing this, and so far not a huge interaction, not really much anyway. So it's just cool. I know that sometimes you have to really build your foundation and do stuff, and then later on, you're going to kind of like see the building, see what you built, get all that feedback and stuff like that, and yeah, you'll be able to like whatever. So I'm just happy, right? And I'm just dealing with the whole work I'm putting in and the whole journey, and just being amazed by it all, and actually happy that I'm doing all of this thing. And yeah, in life, you have to deal with stuff, and really, if you don't deal with those stuffs, they'll deal with you later. And that's the topic of today's segment. Deal with it or before it deals with you. And I'm talking about stuffs that happen in our lives, trauma. I'm a therapist and I'm specialized in mental health and relational wellness. And I do work with people, and I'm getting more and more people in my country, Cameroon. Therapy is not something we grew up knowing, and it's not something we are embracing easily. But so far, the feedback has been good. Looking at my clientele, and the work we do and the progress I see, even for myself, right? Because I'm also a person with a lived experience, post-traumatic stress disorder. So I actually working with myself in the process and talking about dealing with stuff. I actually have something I want to deal with today, not tomorrow. You know, um, in life, you don't want to push to tomorrow what you can do today. Life is so fleeting, so you don't even know if you're going to meet that tomorrow. And there's no point dragging stuff along, all that baggage, the hurt, the pain, the shame, the guilt, the this, the that. What are you doing with all of that, right? So you need to get to a point where you are like, hey, I have to deal with this stuff. And the older we get, the more we realize, well, we don't have time. And even if I have time, I want to have fun. So I don't have time to be dealing with pushing trauma and not dealing with it right away and waiting for tomorrow, waiting for after tomorrow, or how the other person is going to feel if I bring this up. No, I don't really. I want to be selfish enough, self-centered, as someone said, to just deal with my things as they come, take care of me, put me first, selfish. Yeah. So if anything comes up in my life, like maximum 3 days, I'm dealing with you, your past participle, done. So either I deal with it, I bring it up, we deal with it together, and we're like, okay, we are moving forward. Or I deal with it and I realize, hey, this is not what my energy passed. Don't have time to be dragging drama along. Don't have time to be dragging all of those baggages and stuff. I think I'm going to also share a picture I once blogged about, like, drop those baggages, drop it, deal with it. I'm currently reading Homecoming by John Grisham or stuff like that. Regaining and healing our wounded child. Because frankly speaking, a lot of us have wounded children inside us, and I do have, and I'm nurturing my inner child. It's no more a wounded child, it's a wonder child. I'm just so proud of my journey. And I'm also watching several segments of Iyanla Fix My Life. This is the stage of my life where I am, and I'm learning, from big healers and big leaders like Iyanla. Okay, and this is what she does. She encourages people to deal with their stuff, and it's sometimes very painful. I watched a segment yesterday. She was with some popular gospel artist who was an alcoholic, addicted to alcohol, and she at one point she didn't want to deal with the stuff Iyanla was getting her to bring up, and she just wanted to run and hide and just go drink again and not all of that. But in the end, she was able to deal with that stuff, and she took up the offer to go into a 30-day rehab. That was just so wonderful having that kind of an offer, right? Oh my goodness. And then with these two reverends who were gay, and it was such stuff for them to come out, and one broke down and cried and stuff, but they were dealing with their stuff. And then what was the last one I watched? I'm really watching a lot. She was in a house with 5 guys who had all been sexually abused, molested, raped as children, and the impact it had had on their lives. That is why you have to deal with stuff, because if you don't deal with it, there is that trauma, there is the consequences, the effects, everything. It's following you. Sometimes you say, I don't want to deal with this. You don't want to deal with it. It's already inside you. It's going to deal with you. So please, let me just leave us with this. I want to work out and then deal with my own stuff. So I'm just going to leave us with this reading from this book. What is this chapter about? I've forgotten, but whatever. The grief work has to be done. Fritz Perls said, nothing changes till it becomes what it is. And how does it become? You deal with it. Michelle Obama became by dealing with her stuff, writing it, living through it. Barack the same. All of those people we sometimes look up to, is influencer, all of that, they have dealt with their stuff. Deval and Kadim Ellis have dealt with their stuff. All those people, it's just unfortunate we don't have so many of our own people in our community who put themselves out there and show us how they have dealt with their stuff. And so I can now start calling their names, So for now, I'll still calling all of those names we kind of like look up to and stuff like that. Yeah, because we are still people who don't want to put ourselves out there. No, so people don't really know whether we deal with stuff, whether we even have stuff and all of that. So for now, I'll say Maria Abanga has dealt with her stuff. I got a good review of my memoir today, and I was like, good, I dealt with my stuff, put it out there, and now people are reading it and they are being inspired, Okay, good. So the grief work has to be done, Fitzgerald said. Nothing changes till it becomes what it is. Only by demythologizing our parents can we grasp the real harm that was done to us. To grasp that real harm was done to us allows us to own our feelings about being violated. To feel the feelings is the original pain work. Once we've connected with and expressed those feelings, we are free to move on. Okay, that work is what I call deal with it. And you have to do that work. There's no way out of doing the work. You have to do the work. There's no way out of the tunnel other than going through it. So that's what I tell my clients now. You either go hard or you go home. What's the point coming for therapy if you don't want to do some work? You have to do it. You have to deal with it. And if you don't want to face it, you want to keep numbing it, you want to keep drowning in the drugs, the alcohol, the sex, the whatever. Okay, good. It's your life after everything. I tell my clients I can't force you. I can't force you to come back for a second session. Just pay me for one session to see if this is something you want to do, and then we can work on a plan. But if not, I cannot babysit now. I cannot sugarcoat. I cannot offer chocolates for more than the first session, stuff like that. Okay, so if you're having struggles dealing with your stuff and you think professional help is good for you, a session or two, reach out or find some therapists online. I'm not so good at marketing myself, but I would say it's coming up. Subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, do what works for you. But if you really want to make some progress in your life, then you have to deal with some stuff. And the earlier you do that, the better, or else those stuffs will deal with you maybe later and affect not only you, but your generation, your children and stuff like that, your relationships and all of that. Okay, until next Tuesday for the next segment of TherapistMAG. But in the meantime, Friday for Keeping It Real. It's really going to be real. I think I'll be doing a girlfriend to girlfriend talk. Okay, well, have a wonderful Tuesday, everybody. Yep, God bless us all.